Hello, I'm Thomas Schreiner, the Lean Farmer. Welcome to another exciting video. So if you watch this channel much, you know that we do a lot with farming and then, or homesteading, whatever you want to look at it. And then we do a lot with lean, and we kind of mix the two together. And lean is all about making small, continuous improvements. And so lean is applicable to farming just like it is business or anything else. And it's also applicable to travel. And we just got back from a cross-country trip. Check out all the improvements we made even while we were traveling. So over the last 3 years, we've taken 3 cross-country trips. We did a northwest route, and we saw some beautiful scenery in all of that. We did a southwest path, and we had a great time going through the southwest and checking out some amazing scenery and had some fun experiences. And then we recently did a midwest route where we went out to the Rockies, and we had a great time hiking through the Rockies. And over the last 3 years, we've got almost 15,000 miles in cross-country trips. And each time we get back from a trip, we stop and we talk about what went well and what needs to be improved. On our first cross-country trip, we actually pulled a 30-foot camper with us. And we loved our camper. It was nice having a place to crash each night, and you kind of knew, hey, this is my space. But it was really painful to tow that thing. And from a lean perspective, because I'm always thinking like a lean maniac, that was really a lot of overproduction, if you will. It was just a lot of stuff that you had to take, lots of over processing. And so while we enjoyed the camper, it was just way too much to take across the country and pull thousands of miles. So that was one of the improvements we made, is we got rid of the camper and we started staying at Airbnbs or hotels, and that made it a lot easier. Now, to complicate our cross-country trips a little bit, we don't eat like most people. We have a lot of food allergies, and then we're very picky on the quality of food we eat. We don't eat any sugar or anything like that. So we've actually been 15,000 miles cross-country, and we've never stopped at a fast food restaurant, and we have never gone out to a restaurant and ate dinner. And some people might not enjoy that, but we like eating our own food and knowing that we're eating some really good, healthy food. And the way we do that is we cook our own breakfast each morning. We pack a lunch, normally like some hard-boiled eggs, and then fruits and vegetables. And then for dinner, we cook our own dinner each night. So to do that, you have to take those supplies with you as far as pots and pans and that sort of thing. And we've made a lot of improvements on how we do that. Last cross-country trip to this cross-country trip, we worked on making things a lot smaller. So we took the waffle maker and we got a much smaller one, and that even applied to my concealed carry. I went from a larger 9 to a smaller 9, just trying to make small improvements. So the other improvement that we made was we have a lot of stuff that we carry in because we cook all of our own food, and really it's not a lot of stuff, but it is some pots and pans, and we used to put that in a tub, so that was a pain because you had to carry the tub in every night. So we went and bought this cart, and it folds up, it's on wheels obviously, and you can just pull it out and roll it in, and it's so much easier to get all the stuff in there. And then another improvement we made was sometimes there's not enough beds for everybody to sleep on, so we bought a cot, and we bought one that scissors, so it's easy to pack, doesn't take up much space, and then we just bungee cord that to the cart. So one improvement we made was we bought a new cooler. Our old one was wide and clunky. This one's got a good handle on it. It pulls a lot easier, and it's a newer style cooler, so the ice just doesn't melt. And we were having to dump the water out every night in the old cooler, which was a pain when you got to the hotel room. This one, you don't have to do that because the ice doesn't melt, and it's just been a really nice improvement. So one of the improvements that we made is got the GPS up here, and I like to keep it sideways so I can sometimes do a time lapse with the camera while we're driving, but it hangs out so far that it used to push down a lot of pressure, and it would peel the suction cup up, and then of course it would fall. So Jenny came up with this quick improvement where we just took a little soft case and pushed up under this side to help leverage it and keep the balance, and it's worked perfectly. Another improvement we made was a lot of the national parks, they have a toilet, but they don't have any running water. So we took a bottle, filled it up with water, and each time we needed it when we were out in the middle of nowhere, we just washed our hands with that, had a towel there, and dried our hands. So most people know that if you want to get more clothes in a bag, you roll them. But my son came up with this idea to fix something that was bugging him. Whenever you roll something and you pack it, when you pull other things out, they come unrolled and it's irritating. So he went and bought rubber bands, and then he gave them to the rest of us, and we rubber banded each thing that we rolled up, and that ensured that as we went through our bag, we didn't have them unravel and then get all over the place. It was a great improvement, and it was super simple. So one of the other improvements we made was we downsized on what you could take with you. So each person was only allowed to take a duffel bag. So that was Lindsay's, that was Tommy's, and then Jenny and I split this one. So it made it a lot easier from a lean travel perspective. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're on the farm, whether you're running the library, or in the bank, whatever it is, whether you're traveling, you can always figure out a way to do something a little bit better, have a little more fun because it's not so complicated and things aren't frustrating you. And that's what lean is all about. Thanks for watching another short video.